You've entered the Armacam cargo tunnel through a breach at what appears to be the epicenter of the explosion that devastated the city. Your goal is to reach the Still Island facility before Alma overwhelms you. You don't seem to be any closer to intercepting Sergeant Keegan. If anything, he seems to be moving further away. Oh, wow. Keegan's lost it, man. He he lost the plot. I don't think we can rely on him. Becket. Nice. This has to be riddled with guys, right? Severo's kind of place. There's been no 10mm penetrators in this Severo. Oh, Panz. A waste of body armor that was. There's a bunch of explodey tanks around too. I have to keep an eye on those. Also make sure I don't get hit by them. Transport system manual operation guidelines. Not to operate the system manually. They've been programmed. We're going to have to operate them manually though. And you. Alright, do what the thing said not to do.
Tram activated. En route to Coolant Control Center, Maintenance Center, Still Island Facility.
Oh, we're going to get pinged.
Exercise caution while the tram is in motion.
Oh wow, look at that. So, not only do you go along this monorail type situation, it rotates around. Oh, it's a dual rail. So how did it rotate before? It must have rotated and then hooked us onto that one. Oh, I see. And then one of them will let go and lower you around the other one.
Manual override engaged.
Hang on. I'm getting robbed on these sniper shots, I think. Did I give him a bridge? Throw a grenade. Ah, he's already in the air. Yeah, I think the sniper rifle is going to let me down, so I'm not going to rely on it at all. We definitely need a better spot than where I was.
Error. Manual override engaged.
Oh man, that was a worst time to pick that up. Can I just restart? Nice. Okay, so it's putting us up this end. Which is probably the best we're going to get for not being able to get flanked. The guy's still not even dead. Someone modded Sunbro armor into Sultan Sanctuary. Cool. I like that spot.
Manual override engaged.
What do I think of this spot?
Error. Manual override engaged.
I don't think it'd shoot me from there. That's a bit better. That was worrying. Sure, you want to die now? You don't want to die? You don't have to die. Good, stop. Oh man, this would be one of those levels. I wonder if we have to proactively go after them. Is that going to be an option?
Engaged.
Okay.
Error. Manual override engaged.
Come on. Go back to the just the assault rifle.
Error. Manual override engaged.
That's not going to work.
Error. Manual override engaged.
That's probably not the greatest. But... Last guy. No. Come on. Surely that's enough guys.
Warning. Obstruction detected.
I still got a proxy mine grenade there, so. Save me from one side. Nice, we did it. Give me my grenade back.
Collision detected. Tram reorientation in progress.
Like, I could think that was a checkpoint just there. I don't know what's shooting at us. We did get through to 2 checkpoints in one eventually. Well, we got through 1.
Collision detected. Tram exceeding safety tolerance. Warning. Weight tolerance exceeded. Evacuate.
evacuate the blue car before it's crashed? How?
Warning. Weight tolerance. Emergency.
I'm on the yellow one now, am I?
Structural failure imminent.
Yeah. You can tell, Panz, by the fact that it's yellow. Someone throws a grenade down the chute. I got hit by a death spray bullet.
Damage. Re-establish system control and control panels on forward car.
Control panel on forward car.
Evacuate rear car. Warning. Coupling device damaged. Re-establish system control and control panel. Danger car. Emergency braking systems offline. Warning. Obstruction.
This is a really cool sequence. Rip that guy. I'm pretty sure we just like had a vision that Keegan was heading off this way as well. That's so cool. I have played Disco Elysium. I had a blast. It was amazing. I think you're gonna love it. It's fully voice acted, which is the best part. And the main narrator that plays like your brain, I don't know where they picked him up from. Someone said there was an article about how he just got the gig, and then when they got more money off the sales, they expanded on it. He's just, it's awesome, man. Depending on how you want to play, though, there is one component. What's it called? Like the Mind Vault or something like that. And you may want to play with a wiki up to know which things to study on. Oh yeah, man, I loved it. I had so much fun with it. It's just because basically it's like talents, but you've got to learn them, which costs you points to find out what they do. And it's the only thing that sort of bugged me playing through was that, let's say you've got like 4 points to spend, and you spend them on, instead of putting them into your stats, you spend them on one of these Mind Vault things which has an obscure name, and then you find out afterwards what it's going to give you. And you'd be like, oh, that's not really what I want. It's got nothing to do with my playthrough. So some people like that because it's got the discovery, but the penalty is it costs you a level up to remove it. Now, I think you do get some of the points back if you remove it. No, it only costs you time to study it and put it in, but it costs you a level up to remove it. And the level ups are better off spent somewhere else. Whereas knowing in advance what you get, like a lot of them have trade-offs, so they can be pretty cool. You get positive stats to this, and the trade-off is a negative stat here. Or you get some of them have like a 3-point boost to one stat, but 3 individual 1-point negatives. One of them is actually called your shit compressor or volumetric shit compressor, and it's about being able to tolerate like queasy things, so you don't vomit when things are really like gross and disgusting. And it's kind of tutorialized to take that one. I don't think you have to, depending on how you build and especially if you're playing for it. But most people say they end up taking that one, and that's sort of when you discover, oh, okay, this is hidden information. So that's probably the only time I would I'd say to someone, yeah, if you don't want to have that sort of discovery, because you can't really save scum for it, since you've got to, when you want to learn one of these things, you select it, and it takes a certain amount of in-game time to learn it. So it could be, some of them are like quite a chunk of in-game time, and time moves in-game when you do stuff. So basically like when you converse with people or when you look at things or try to do stuff, time moves in like, I can't remember the minute chunks. Like you have a conversation with someone and time will move X amount of minutes and things. Yeah, the cost was a little too high for my liking. I struggled through with it, but I had a heap of fun. There's a whole bunch of different outcomes at different events and things, so you could quite easily get a couple of different playthroughs and go for different resolution endings. I think the endings, I'm not too sure. I think they're sort of somewhat similar, but I'm pretty sure there's some things you might not discover which are pivotal to working out one of the endings. And some stuff you just don't have to do again. But I did a lot of exploration with it. It was really cool. I think you're going to love it. Not family friendly. Just saying straight away. But yeah, very cool. It's a very cool. Oh, you should be excited, man. It's great. The voice acting, like the game was really good to start with, but the voice acting really nailed it. Like just the way they did it is very cool. And you'll just be walking around, and depending on your stats, your dude will just have a thing where he'll discover something, because it's like imagine a game of any tabletop RPG, and the dungeon master just does a secret roll and says, because you have high this, you've discovered blah blah blah, and they give you a bit of story, and that can happen depending, like there's heaps of stats, but you just might have a high whatever stat and be walking through an area, and your character gets a bit of a feel, and the voice acting comes in, and then you have a sort of a pick your path with it on how you're going to feel it. And yeah, it's just, it was just very cool. Very cool. And some of the characters, especially when you get to meet the Kuno, you'll love him. The Kuno. Man, I almost want to do another playthrough now. Attention all STS supervisors. Alma Wade is scheduled to be transferred from Still Island to the Vault in Auburn on August 24th, 1987 for permanent storage. The subject will be secured in a shielded telesthetic suppression container and transferred via the subterranean transport system. It is imperative that the suppression field remains active during the entire operation, as being in close proximity to the subject can be fatal. Without adequate shielding, her telesthetic emanations will literally melt your flesh off your bones. See case files for further details. Hey, for anyone who has played, someone mentioned it about getting absolutely ripped off your tree on your, whether it just be having a few beers or maybe taking shots or anything else you might recreationally do, and playing Disco Elysium in that sort of state. Which I have a couple beers here every now and then, but you imagine if you were in some sort of heightened state of ninjas. Some sort of heightened state of mind and doing a DE run. I think that would be hilarious. I mean, definitely not necessary, but... Alright, we have ninjas. have to pay attention for them. Pay attention, Panz. I don't know how I'd play a second playthrough, because it's one of those games where when you know some stuff... I just fell through the world. What do you think, Bonfire, for Disco Elysium for a second run? Even if you did it with a different build and aim towards... like, I think that the way that the roll system works, I think that could be possibly one way of doing it, just having completely polar opposite stats to what you rolled the first time through. Okay, here we go. Usually multiple ninjas. Games like that are really hard to replay, unless you're just happy to go along for the ride. I wonder if he's pointing... Okay, this is what really curious for me. Is he pointing to some supplies, or is he pointing the way forward? I think he's pointing to supplies, and I think that's the way forward. Maybe not. I saw a dude run this way. Okay, well, what's down here then? So I think he is pointing to the way forward, but I can't get there yet. Still easier than really linear game. Yeah, you could do things in slightly different orders, but you're still doing the same stuff. I think possibly try to get, maybe if you're trying to get different resolutions with certain things. Yeah, he was pointing up to supplies here, but not the way to get to them. Freaking ninja, man. He needs to work on his thinking skills. No, he doesn't. He needs to get some more, like Racer Boy neon underlighting. Really pimp his rig up. Neon underwear, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. So the neon light tube around the elastic at the top and each of the leg holes. There's a dance group that just has sort of neon. We received numerous requests from managers and directors for an overview of biotechnology division's project roster. There seems to be something named Icarus. There's a game called Icarus coming out that I wish listed for some reason. Oh, please, going to make millions now. Keegan, where are you going? And why are you leaving me, bro? Bros before telepathetic hoes, man. Keegan. What's that platform at lowered? So Keegan went that way. So we could jump that way. But there's also... What the crap was that, man? I feel like that's happened a lot at the end of this game. Where you get out of a good situation, you get jump scared because you're an idiot like me, but you kill the things, and then you're like, yeah, I did it, and then just straight up dead. So if we're not ready to get on it, it's going to rise. So that's where that goes. There's another one around somewhere. I think this is The nail gun's strong, but too slow for the ninjas in this version. So I don't have much in the way of... No, Keegan. Proxy mode. Why won't it pick you up? Yeah. There we go. Boom. That's what got me the last time was the fourth one. The delayed fourth one. It makes me feel that when you're going to get something invisible jumped out of the ceiling at you, you know, you need to be either doing this 100% of the time, or you just have to take that death and then move on. Which in this part wasn't too bad because, you know, it wasn't that far away. Whereas sometimes they can be... Like, we got lucky on that one, right? If that one kills us, we have to go back and do the first 4 again. And I don't know why I turned around then. Absolutely no reason. Yeah, electricity's got a... not so much a burning, but I think it's a damage over time while you're in it. And it definitely wasn't that one that got us the time before. It was the 4th ninja jumping down and one-shotting us. I'm on the hardest difficulty. Which means they hit harder and have more hit points. And that's about it. Which is... I hate the excuse that's what games were. And that's why I guess why we get upset with that as a difficulty increase now. You can also run, they'll chase you. I was wondering about that though. If you knew where you're going, could you just run past everything in the game? But I think, like, it's one of the reasons that certain checkpoint games don't... Like I said earlier in the game, I thought they were nailing the checkpoints. Like, the fights felt good and reasonable. Where they're not good and reasonable is when you have one thing be able to jump out of somewhere and get you that you can't respond to. And usually, like, you run down, you're going down a corridor and something like falls out of a vent when you're directly below it, and it's going to get you unless you know it's exactly there and the plan is to run forward just enough to trigger it and run and step back. You know, whereas anyone else sort of looking around being cautious is going to get hit by it, and it kills you. Because then it becomes just a more of a memorization pattern. Where's the enemies? How do I respond to each one as they come past? Not how can I just play well given the set of enemies and the AI and the general control of the game. Like this bit here where there's the 3 dudes. We know we've got to play out the 3 dudes and try to get them where they're coming from and... There's the... Now, there's a 4th one. There he is. But yeah, it feels like it's got nothing to do with any form of skill or ability, really. It's now just knowing where they are. I know that one's going to spawn over here, so let's just be ready for it. Be ready. Be ready. Interesting. Even though we don't have to re-get power-ups. So where was this guy? He triggered somewhere around here. Is he already spawned and hanging out? The first ones you come across in F.E.A.R 1, yeah, they're hanging out somewhere. And so you can engage them if you see them hanging out. Like you can have a pre-shot. And then they drop down and start running at you. Where up the ramp? Or does he run from behind me, or does he... Worth? I don't think there's any reason to go down there. I just want to have a look. Warning, danger of death. No, don't. You moron. Didn't die. Yeah, I could see it happening when it changed. Because remember when you asked if the vault is something you have to do or is it a automatic, like a different button press? And I'm like, no, you just jump over something and it's nice. It's not nice when you want it to actually be a jump. Like I wanted to jump over that so I could jump down and onto the ramp. And instead, he's like, oh, you want to vault straight over and fall straight down? Do you? I'm like, no, I don't. I want to jump so that I can be in control of where I land. And land here instead of missing and going down there. The second one. Another one.
I told you to stay away!
Settle down, dude. Like, ninjas were chasing me. I had to come. Look at that guy. He was ready to like ninja me in the back. Ninjas do it from behind. Replica soldier can be stored in its quick deploy stasis pod indefinitely, provided the pod is properly serviced and maintained to ensure maximum soldier viability. Refuel nutrient dispensers and clean waste filters every 30 days. Stackable 4-pack and 6-pack frames are available to facilitate rapid transportation of multiple stasis pods by ship, train, or cargo plane. Just got sniper ammo. Yeah, checkpoint. Alright, Valkyrie. See you soon. I'm wondering here, like I saw that one. So I'm wondering like how much is triggered by my position? Ladder's broken. They get a heavy metal music bit. I don't know.
lockdown engaged. Tram offline.
Raise the cargo. How about lower it? Could just. I don't like the idea of that tank being right behind me there.
Obstruction detected. Sniper Rifle's point and click, yeah. Adventure game where the option is point and click on one man. Yeah, but I gotta zoom in and slow mo. Oh, you don't have to slow mo, I guess. Obstruction detected. Safety lockdown engaged. Tram offline.
Question is, do we want to... Is that where they're coming from? There's body armor there if I need it later. So here's where we need to learn where everyone's coming from, so when we get sniped in the back of the head, we'll be like, ah, we need to look that way after we kill this one guy. And if we get to play sniper from up here...
Cleared. Safety lockdown disengaged. Tram online.
Oh yeah, there was one bit where the music where it was doing the wow. You know the one. Oh, he's got plot armor. Missile launcher full. That's what I like to see. Oh man, I even said I don't like the idea of having that barrel. Dude, that was a backhanded flick. There's no way he got that grenade up here. It's a great chuck, though. I'll give him that. Like, very, very, very solid effort. Oh, man, there's a... Well, he's a professional. Oh, wait, I can't go this way? Yeah, definitely a professional at his job. That was... Just the distance alone was more than what my dude would throw, like, forehand. He dude just flicks it with a back elbow extension. Now, also there was missile rounds up there, so I'm a little, this better be a checkpoint.
Tram activated. En route to Still Island
Do
facility.
they pay him enough to get murdered in the face? Well, they don't mention that.
Warning. Tram entering confined space. Exercise extreme caution.
Oh man, I know it's gonna be another tram fight. It really wasn't
I was
it.
digging through home for data on the way here and found a recorded report on Alma. You should hear it.
Alma Wade was 8 years old when they put her in the vault.
Yeah.
Her own father stuck her in a suspension tank in an induced coma, knowing she'd probably never wake up again. Well, she did. Right after she gave birth to the first prototype, she was 15. The second prototype was born a year later. She woke up for that one too. She didn't like them taking her babies away from her. A few years after that, they decided she was becoming too dangerous. When they realized she was influencing the second prototype's actions.
The second was
Turns out she
Paxton
was
Fettle.
completely unconscious and locked away deep underground in a telesthetic suppression field. So they turned off the life support and sealed up the facility. Just left her to drown in amniotic fluid in that miserable little tank she'd been floating in since she was a little girl. Well, her heart shut down, but her psychic signature didn't. Not many people can just refuse to die. Harlan Wade was right. We make our own monsters, and they come back to haunt us.
She was 15 when she had the Point Man, and 16 when she had Fettle. Let's assume Point Man's had years of training. Let's say he went into soldier school at 18. He's had what? Somewhere between 5 to 7 years training to become as elite as he was. So he's like 25, which means Alma's 40. Or we say that, you know, he went straight from high school to the tests and passed, and he's 18 and Alma's 33. I want tea, but I don't want to be scared. Alma is closing in. You won't be able to resist her for much longer. You've arrived at the Still Island facility and must now rejoin your team and locate the telesthetic amplifier. Keenan seems to be beyond your reach now. Get to the telesthetic thing.
Take her back to the vault.
Took the goal away. Link up with Stokes and Morales. Oh, dude, there's a tree. I wonder if she's still in that. Oh no, she got out, right?
I'm inside. Looks like someone was here recently, but I haven't seen anyone so far.
Stokes, we've got movement. Lots of movement.
Hold them off as long as you can, but don't take any chances. If it gets too hot, I want you to get out of here.
I'm not leaving you, Lieutenant.
You'll do as you're told.
Yeah, you'll do as you're told.
You can court-martial me if we come out of this alive.
Becket, I
No,
should
we're not
your
Point
phone.
Man. We're Becket. I think Becket was one of the NPCs that Point Man met up with in the original, or maybe in the first DLC. Because we team up with Jankowski at the start of this, and Jankowski was an NPC we were kind of doing missions with. I think he was one of the ones we were always getting separated from. Which not surprisingly, we also got separated from him in.
Talk to me, Manny. How are you holding up?
Well, they don't seem very coordinated. It's definitely not an organized attack. More like they're all joined up separately.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Pepe DJ, or Peepo DJ, Pepe Sabers. Oh, blob sabers. That could be a cool one. That's good. That was a gush of blood. Like someone just got fountained. Okay, for some reason I'm back here. I fell down a hole. Did they nade themselves? Maybe. Might have been...
God damn, Becket! You were a bad motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
Let me in. I want to go home.
Right through here. Damn it! Hey, Stokes. The panel must have taken a hit in the fight. Can you open this door from where you are?
I think so. Give me a minute.
Keep your head down. Open fire.
Stokes, make it quick!
Looks like we got some late arrivals to the party.
Becket, get on the turret and see what you can do!
Yeah! 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 Surprise! man. I was a bit late on the medkit there. It was very anticlimactic. Almost better than the Mac. Not the music thought. If I had to guess, I'd pretty much know the level where the other music was.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Woo! Hey. It was fun.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Becket. Good luck, man.
Thanks, bro. Door's not opening, dude. Interval 7, Union.
Becket, over here! Man, it's good to see you.
Why do I get the feeling that
I
elevator's
didn't know
gonna...
if you'd make it. Hell, I didn't think we were gonna make it.
Hang on, Stokes. I'm just looking for some armor kit or something. Nope. Okay. Oh, wait. Field generator is not going to have the effect we were hoping for. Given latest insane data from the vault, we can't contain her anymore. We may be able to destroy her under the right conditions. Yeah, so everyone knew they couldn't contain her, but didn't do anything about it.
Alfred wasn't sure what will happen when Alma shows up. I hope it's not one of those horror movie things where she reads your mind and uses your deepest fears against you. That would suck.
No, she's going to rip the flesh off your bones.
No. Nobody else could have done what you did today, Becket. If we get out of this, it's because of you.
Remember that when it's shower time, right? Carson, I just wanted to update you on the situation here. I was able to get one of the Harbinger candidates into the TAC, which has made him a beacon for Alma. I believe that if I can get him to the containment facility, I can lure Alma there and trap her. I understand why you're upset about this unfortunate incident. There's still hope of a satisfactory resolution. I accept that I must take some responsibility for everything that has happened, but I assure you I've always acted with Armacam's best interests in mind. If you feel that I no longer have any value to the corporation, I will humbly resign, but we can discuss alternatives further once Alma is in my control. Courtesy yours, Genevieve. Okay, so she gave us powers so that Alma would be attracted to us, which worked.
Let's get this.
Because she wants us to, because the Still Island telesthetic amplifier unit can magnify a telesthetic signal up to 11.6 times as much as the smaller units at our other facilities. Extra precautions must be taken to minimize workplace mishaps. Make sure device is fully charged before engaging the Halford limiter, and even minor fluctuations in power flow during the initiation sequence may trigger the spontaneous discharge of undirected telesthetic energy from the subject, causing injury or even death to anyone within the test chamber.
Go ahead and cycle the airlock.
Okay, so yeah, we're we got basically made psychic so that she would be drawn to us, and then maybe we go into the test chamber thingy, she comes back to it, and then they kill us both. That doesn't sound very good.
You can power up the amplifier. Great, another airlock.
I think we signed up for death. Get to the telesthetic amplifier and destroy Alma.
Becket, power up the amplifier. Activate the console.
We're sitting in the chair now?
That's it. According to Snakefist, it'll take a few minutes to reach full power. Get in the chair and I'll strap you in.
We're just gonna strap us in, boys.
Aristide? What's wrong with you? We have to stop Alma.
That's exactly what I intend to do.
But Beckett's not strong enough without the amplifier. She'll absorb him.
And then we'll lock them away.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this?
Without Alma, I don't have any leverage. Without leverage, I don't have a future.
I can't believe this. The city's a smoldering ruin, and you're worried about your fucking resume.
Listen!
No, you listen. We're doing this Halford's way. We're gonna kill this bitch.
Stokes! Yeah, she's never gonna
I'm
remember
sorry.
me in the showers later.
I really am. I'm not a bad person. I just don't have a choice. You have a date with Destiny, Sergeant Becket. Let's not keep her waiting.
Oh, don't have to worry about your resume. Hey, baby. Buy me dinner first? Buy me dinner first! That's Jan. Jankowski. He's not looking too hot. Maybe that's why, dude. Because I'm sexy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Keegan. Yeah, sorry, it's Keegan. Where's the thing? You went completely the wrong way, Panz. I wonder if they're respawning or if I can just kill them all. Like, not like. If he's spawning on, like, position. Okay. She doesn't want you. As frustrating as it is, it just becomes more puzzle. Like you find out, like I did with the previous section, I just find out exactly where they are, wait for them to spawn and shoot them, provided I'm going the right direction, which I think I am because there's nothing the other way, right? Unless there is something this way. Then you wait because they spawn when you get. The trigger spawns. Oh, there's no timer. Yeah, find the route and the spawns, yeah. Most importantly, find where you need to sit to have cover for this one. I think there's another one that gets maybe from behind on that one. I wonder if going left is better. Where'd you go? Yeah. I'm seeing if I could just run through, get to the computer, push E. reload. Proxy grenades could do okay here. Where did that come from? That's been the story of, I think, the majority of the deaths in the game, where you're clearing out and you just get one shot from somewhere. Where did that come from? And since we know that they don't, like, it's not an event, it's just triggered spawns, right? I'll just sit here and wait till I've got full juice again. Yeah, like, where did the shot come from? I wonder if that's going to even work. guy. And now we wait. I think this demonstrates the value of quick save more than anything else. So they come in pairs. I'm pretty sure the last one's a pair as well. But they spawned in and it was a single shot. This is the deal. I've got 3 pairs. We're in a good position. Is there someone somewhere else on the map that's going to be like going around the corner, coming around the back, stuck in the geometry? I think she's doing things with us. rather conflicted. Don't know how I feel about everything going on there. That was quick. Oh, that was a thing.